You just replied to me.
Oh my god.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So,
Like, what are you doing
if you're
here?
planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
In the morning.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Nico beat the cop.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
Alright, let's do it. Watching a movie.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
That sounds terrible.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith is monster.
The only thing I want to hear from Lilith is a death rattle.
That's one way to save on Mother's Day presents. Enough about her crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I really needed that.
You know what's funny is that, like, the hangout or the movies or whatever, it's so subjective. Like, he's saying, the best movies.
What did you think of
your
the
favorite.
movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
Oh, good conversation. Alright, can I ask Runaway?
I had some questions about your old team.
The runaways? Sure thing.
How did you become a team?
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Funny. Where are the Runaways today?
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
Poor guy.
I should get going.
And by the way,
good timing.
The Runaways was the TV
looks
show
like
too.
Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm
Alright,
glad to
Caretaker.
see you're using your free time. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
That is true. Good old days. Change can be good.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know, Agatha, she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
Huh. How are you doing
The
with all this?
loss could not have been easy for you.
Thank you for that, but it's not just my loss. It's all of ours. And what makes this loss even harder to accept is that it was completely avoidable. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Huh.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control, and this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Good night, kid. Alright, Charlie, let's go to the shrine. Or I'll probably beat you there. Come on, Charlie. Charlie. I should be quicker than you. Hey, it's Agatha.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay. Alright, that's a lot of help.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Whoa.
Okay, so it looks like I must go ahead and head on through this portal here. Interesting. Intense. Alright, going through the portal we go. Okay, open a new wait, location barred, recommended player level 1, current level is player.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Alright, so this trial by combat is gonna be freaking fun. Let's do it.
As the goddess of balance and
All the
order,
hitting. Okay.
Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of
Okay, I'll
justice.
draw a card.
Or at least her idea of one.
Dude, what does it give me bite again? Okay, one hero applies quick KO and it'll card back.
You were too weak for this fight.
Alright. We're going to redraw heal, both heals. Because they're really not fit. My question is how. Okay, no, yeah. We can do that.
Now that was something.
Yeah.
No mercy for the servants.
That's my dog Charlie.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Yeah, it's gonna cost me heroic.
Leave some for the rest of us.
All right. In turn. Wow, they're bullying the parlor now. Okay.
Compared
Ball?
to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Sir, yes ma'am. Or yes ma'am, sir? Ma'am? Alright, Charlie. Let's take him in. See, now I wouldn't mind healing Charlie.
Your mother abandons you.
Ain't girl, you can't tell that. Flash these bugs.
Feel my call.
Okay, who are they gonna attack? They're gonna both attack Charlie. Dang. No, this will work. Okay, that's barely. That's a good knockback. Hella good, hella good.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
And no one didn't get KO'd. We're good.
They
We
cannot
won.
possibly match your
Easy.
strength.
Easy peasy.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter.
Wow, okay.
You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Why can I not get like a 3-star? Like, can I please get a 3-star? I mean, we're playing hard heroic. Finish in 2 turns. Hey, if we'll plus 50%. Good, a lot of good points. Wow. I mean, really, like, wow. 60-90 boss, yeah. Okay, enter Oster's cavern. God, I would have broke my ankle with that. The moon's okay. Place to go down.
This looks like the friends here.
Oster's gift lost magical lock in case of you open. Open will allow the access to the areas of the abbey and grounds for blocked by magical.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
All right. Well, even though the door looks like it's like locked, it's Oster. So what they're saying, it looks like it's basically any door that looks like a door. You just open it and hope for the best. Alright, so I have no arcane key. So I may have to come back to that box.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so
It's like it's showing me
prevalent
everything
here.
to like give me like a hint.
And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Alright, it's morning. First off, we're gonna pet Charlie.
Good girl, Charlie.
She did a good job last night. Charlie reminds me of my dog. Alright, new game coil at the end of life.
Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
I mean, go ahead. If we'll die, we'll die.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Huh. I want you to make something powerful.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't.
All right, let's step
What
up.
have you brought me today?
Artifact. Let's see.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Okay, so we got 25 S, 24 hero, 23 skill, and a common artifact knife.
This one?
Research this enter level 1. Alright, fabrication war game.
Remind me again why you haven't...
Start research on this fabrication. Oh, yeah, gamma coil
Welcome
analysis.
to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today?
Okay, what we get today? Got charge, force knockback, make him bleed, and also radiant fist. So she already has 2 cards of that own, but this is brand new. Charge. So I'll put that in my deck.
Hunter, got a sec to spare?
What's up, Rob?
You moving? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
What kind of incident? But no, but really, Sparky.
He allows you to call him Sparky?
Well, yeah. He knows it's coming from a good place. He's really impressive, Hunter. I can't wait for the 2 of you to meet. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
Man, it's like I'm going on a date with a car.
When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Tarot card. Moon Knight hides like true identity behind his cloak and shadow. Carves description, but also cryptidity of the unconscious.
Intriguing.
So here goes like again one of these like little blue orbs here. As long as you just walk around, you'll find them. Either blue, green, purple, whatever it is, you'll find them. So far, I don't see anything here. Nothing in here.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Ah, there he is.
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
Sparring complete. So we got +3 friendship, bigger common bonus. Nice.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Alright, I will find her.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Alright, find Ilyana. Where could magic be? Let's look at the map. It should be on here. Blade as a Ghost Rider. Nico's side. Charlie. They're in the forge. Caretaker. So yeah, she must be outside. Let's which outside should I go today? I'm gonna go outside this way. Okay. First and foremost, I'm gonna go back to my grave. Can I go back to my grave? Hunter's Folly. So this is where oh, so no, I need to get Arcane. So like I said, any door in this game is gonna be open. Can be open for the most part for spell, so like we're gonna use this spell here.
Blessings of the goddess.
We got that earth root here. Or earth rod. Very important. Mind. So yeah, whatever that she like, you know, that little scene when we were walking outside the cave, that scene basically kind of gives us an idea on what's going on here. Like, you know, point us in certain right direction.
Smiles upon me.
Okay, so we're finding looks like ingredients.
There are cracks in this wall.
Yeah, maybe I can break it. Highly doubt it. Oh yeah, but again, I need to go find magic. I don't want to volley too often. Oh, but you know, I might have to actually talk. Let me go talk to the bed real quick. I'll let us know where she's at. Now, I could fast travel back to the place, but you know, it's fun just traveling around the area, the territory and stuff. Okay, let's talk to Nico.
Do you know where magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Thank you, Nico. Ah, here she is.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
You miss Wanda, don't you?
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
Huh, I can help with that.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second, and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will save her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't like lose any like friendship with her, because that's kind of like open the portal, girl. Like I didn't say that.
I usually just wing it out there.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
All right, so we're actually gonna go ahead and end right here, because I don't want this part to go on for way too long. But next time here we're going to be looking into the mission table there and or mirror table, and we're going to be selecting a mission. But I want to say thank you guys for coming out and watching this part. If you guys did enjoy this part, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out. Much love, everybody. You guys have a good one. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.